welcome back. Joining me now with her story and experience in the world of professional wrestling is Laylah James. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining me.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Of course, Laylah. I want you to start off by telling us a little bit about your story and how you got into the world of professional wrestling.
Yeah, well, growing up as a kid, I always watched wrestling. It was my favorite thing to watch on television. And as I watched it, I was just like, I want to be a wrestler, which is funny because, kids, they usually think, police officers, the
Right.
doctors. And I was like, well, I want to be a wrestler. And here I am at 37, living my dream.
Okay. So when did you start training?
Yeah, so I've been training for 5 years now. I started in Rochester, New York at a school called Ground Zero. And I trained there for a couple of years and I got myself known and out there. And then I relocated here at Grapplers Anonymous in Lackawanna. And I train twice a week. And if I'm not training, I'm slamming.
I love that. So what are you known for in the world of wrestling? What's your thing?
I'm known to be a powerhouse in the ring.
Okay.
So,
don't mess with her. And what's really cool is you wrestle both men and women.
Yes, correct.
And that is actually kind of normal in the sport, you were telling me.
Yes.
There's not kind of genders.
Yeah, there's no gender really when wrestling. So.
Okay. So how many cities have you been able to perform in?
Whew, I've been to quite a lot. I would say Virginia is one spot that I'm mainly at. Virginia, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Albany, so many. I'm excited. Next month I'm going to be in Connecticut and Texas. So
Okay.
yeah.
Alrighty. Now, we're celebrating Pride Month. Let's talk about the message that you try to get out when you share a little bit about your story and who you are as a professional wrestler.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, one of my fears with wrestling is I thought that I was definitely going to get discriminated against and, be talked about. But the wrestling community has been extremely supportive for me. And the message I really want to give is to just, be who you are and don't let anyone stop you, because that was my fear for a while, is to not wrestle because I was just too afraid of, the backlash that I could possibly get.
Have you found that the wrestling community has accepted you as a transgender woman in the sport?
Yes, absolutely. It's been very supportive. Even the fans definitely.
Well, you're putting yourself out there in such a big way and such a unique way. I'm sure that you've been an inspiration for a lot of people.
Yes, I love it. I'm hoping so.
Okay. How can people connect with you and follow you on your journey? And what do you see for the future of your wrestling career?
Yeah, so I'm on social media on Instagram, Miss Laylah James, and Laylah James on Facebook, and I post all my upcoming matches and things that are going on with wrestling. I also do fitness too, so I do post fitness clips, things you can do at home to get yourself in shape, especially, summer's here.
That's right, get snatched.
And yeah, and pretty much the rest of the remaining of my goal is to just still do my thing, still be 100% me, and live my dream.
Absolutely. I love it. Thank you so much for coming in
you
and
for
sharing your
having
story.
me.
Viewers, if you'd like to follow Laylah's professional wrestling career, you can connect with her on social media at Miss Laylah James or on Instagram at Laylah James, or on that's on Instagram, and then Laylah James on Facebook. Thanks again for coming in.
Yeah, thank you for having me.